I know.
We're live.
We are?
Honey, we're live.
Whoo! We are live.
Hi, everybody. He's not going to say hello, so I will. Good
I
afternoon.
usually
Welcome
don't say.
to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things.
Usually I always say hello when I see someone's watching. Now number one is watching, whoever it is. Hi,
this
everybody.
is just here, honey.
Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It is Thursday, the last day of March, hon. We're getting into April.
Oh, and the sun is shining and it looks wonderful out there.
And
spring is here.
Spring is here, and my lovely co-host Laura Ocean is in the house.
Here too.
Honey, you look very tan.
I tried a new tanning cream. It seemed to work. It worked a little bit.
Next to me, we look like Ebony and Ivory.
It worked a little bit more than I expected.
Ivory. Anyway, folks, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 and find out where we're at, folks. We want to thank everybody that showed up last night to Rosario's in Roselle. It was an incredible turnout. Happy birthday, Julie Toto, the wife, of course, the better half of Tony Toto, our drummer, of course, great.
Double T.
Double T. He did a great job on sound. And our good neighbors and friends, Pam Dini's birthday.
Yes.
Is it Dinny or Dini?
Pam Dinny.
Dinny or is it Dini?
Joe Dinny. It's Dinny.
It's Dinny.
That's what I say.
So it was Pam's birthday. It was nice seeing everybody there at Rosario's. Chris does a great job with his staff. It was great seeing Pam and Dave, of course. Sal even showed up, and Danny and Robin. Richard Lewis was in the house, so it was fun seeing some. Susan DeCloser, Jambroni was there.
Oh, I see.
So it was great. You missed all the fun yesterday, honey.
But I'm making it out.
You're making
tonight.
It up. She's making it up tonight. Now tonight, folks, if you didn't get a chance to come to Rosario's, you want some more other places for some great Italian food. Tonight, we're going back to my old hometown of Elmwood Park, Illinois. We will be at Donnie G's on North Avenue tonight with Jerry Jams Renda. It's a 7:30 hit, and my wife is actually coming out of the house.
I've been strong-armed by Mama C. Mama C and I are going to get together tonight for a little talk and communication and dinner. And
as much as you can understand her when she talks.
I understand her. She calls me up last night making sure I was going to be there. And my good friend is going to be joining me. So
Michelle, yeah, but if you guys don't know who Mama C is, of course, it's my mother.
C is Tony's
some people might not know, Mama C. Anyway, folks, let's get right to our sponsors. Yeah, Ace Hardware. It's a great place, folks. Let's remember our good friends, Ace, who have been, they have 4 great locations: Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local, shop local, folks. Remember, Ace Hardware, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And with spring in the air, we want you to remember one thing. They want you to remember one thing: to grill your ace off. Right, honey?
I love
Grill your ace off. And that's fine. Mention Grill Your Ace Off anytime you go to one of the Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, or Warrenville location and get $20 off any grill purchase just by saying, I want to grill my ace off. Raffaello and Jackie. Raffaello came up with that. That's a pretty cool.
I love it. I
Grill
think it's
your
great.
ace off. Absolutely. Our good friends from Ace Hardware, folks. Buy local and shop local. Let's say hello to some friends in the house, folks. But before we do that, let's get rid of that real fast. All right. Let's see who's watching today. Albert, Dennis, Lake Geneva, Tony Toto, Daryl Amundstad, the Professor, Kathy Eppolito.
Kathy.
Great seeing you guys. Pat Lanzini, Highwood's in the house. Speaking of Highwood, Pat, this Saturday, April Fool's Day, Joey LaRusso's birthday bash at Norton's this Saturday. I'll be there 8:30, Highland Park, with the return of Rhino Ryan this Saturday. And Sunday, we're making a brand new debut at a new place called Caliendo's in Winfield with Jeff Dubray. So very, very cool. Right, honey?
Thank you, Dennis.
Luann, what's up, honey?
In the house.
I wish you could be at
Oh,
Norton's
Luann,
too.
that's her place.
That's her place,
Yep.
honey.
Hello, Yolanda. Oh my
hope
gosh.
you're doing
Oh,
good.
you beautiful people.
Pat-
Oh, Pat knows.
Pat knows. Maybe you'll be there. I think you might have been there once. I played there 30 times. I think you might have been there once. So you're not that
Erica,
far,
how are
Pat.
you?
Pat, you're not that
Kathy.
far. Come out of the house. Carol. Stella.
Hi, Stella. Thank
How you
you.
All right.
Dan's birthday. Oh, Carol's Dan's birthday's April Fool's as well. Go out and join them at Norton's.
We got
double birthday bash.
Peggy Flynn, Kenosha's
Hey,
in the
Peggy.
house. Lake Geneva in the house. Santa Barbara in the house. All right, folks. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like I said, busy week coming up, honey. And how you doing? You having a
I'm
good
doing
week?
wonderful. Yes, I am. Great week. Sun is shining. Spring is almost here. Oh, spring is here. And this April 1st, guys. It's going to be April. I can't even believe it.
It's going awfully fast.
What's
I have
going?
to
Yeah,
admit.
I'm kind of glad because the winter stuff is not my cup of tea.
Well, I like winter. If I can bring
I
my
know.
feet on the ground long enough, I'll be there. If I could keep my feet on
On
the
the
ground.
ground long enough.
Oh, well, you can have a chair. That's what chairs are for. You can sit down, relax, kick back, have a little cocktail. Nothing wrong with cocktails.
Nothing wrong with them.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get the ball rolling. First of all, I want to give my condolences to a friend of ours from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, my good
Yes.
friend Kim. If you're listening, your mother just passed away. So, Kim, I am
Yes,
so
Kim, we
sorry.
are so sorry about your
Our
mom.
prayers go out to your mom and your family.
95 years old. God bless.
It's horrible to lose. And then, she
Oh, Pat's been flying. That's why.
she's been flying.
Oh, that's why we're keeping your feet on the ground.
Stop smoking that pot and you might be okay.
No, is that why you're flying?
Woo! I'm flying. Patrice,
Hey, Patrice.
former Chicago Bear, Honey Bear in the house.
Yes, I love it.
Yep. For all you football fans out there, they lost Bill Levy. He was the NFL referee for the NFL Football League for a very long time, has passed away at the age of 76 years old. Wait, cocktails. I'm thirsty.
See, Pat, now we're talking.
Now you're talking, Patty. First one's on me, Pat. So show up. It'll be fun. Actually, go ahead, hon. What do you got? You can start it off.
I'm going to start it off with a little joke. My ex once said he couldn't live without me, and I recently found out he was still alive. More lies. Bum, bum, bum.
Ba-dum-bum. April Fool's Day,
Thank you,
folks.
Sharon, for that one.
Since tomorrow is April Fool's Day, folks. I was going to use it tomorrow, but let me say it now.
Oh, this is you.
April Fool's Day, 1998. Burger King, who does the Whopper, right?
Yes.
Burger King.
Home of the Whopper.
Home of the Whopper. They had a joke. They said that they came out with a brand new left-handed Whopper because people usually eat with their right hand. This is a left-handed Whopper, so it's turned the right way. So when you eat it, you can eat it with your left hands. Now, they put an ad out in USA Weekly, a full-page ad, come and get the left-handed burger. Thousands of people were in line, and there was no left-handed burger. April Fools, what a great genius, because all those people probably were in line. So,
They want to try something new, thinking they're a lefty,
but
right?
if they didn't have the left-handed, they're not going to turn around and leave. They're there already, so they're still buying and they're still sold.
Yep.
So getting the people in the door, what a
That's-
great April Fool's
That's
Day.
a good one. I like it.
Also, today is National Pencil Day. Does any
I have no pencil.
do children know?
What a pencil is?
Do the kids know what a pencil is? They can't write. They can't read. A lot of kids can't write and read now, they're saying, in the public schools.
Well, because they do everything on iBooks or whatever. I remember when the kids were in grammar school, we had to fund iBooks, so they all got a little computer to take home. But see,
Yeah. A pencil day. Also, it's
does
National.
anybody still use pencils? I do.
Maybe they used to do it for the eraser, but then
Yeah.
they came out with the whiteout, which was invented by Mike Nesmith's mom, who was the guitar player, of course, of the Monkees.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there you go. Also, it's National.
More trivia that he knows.
More useless
Hey.
information.
I didn't want to say that in case Mike Nesmith was
Oh,
watching.
Mike has passed away, unfortunately.
then
One
he's
of the-
not watching.
No, he's not watching. But
Hello, Danny.
Danny Ramonde. What's up, my
Danny.
brother? Hey, honey. Also, it's National Red Wagon Day. Did you ever have
Oh,
a
the
red
flyer,
wagon?
the red flyer.
Did you have one when you were a
I
kid?
of course didn't. Everybody.
No,
And
see,
then when we were adults, we would have to have the wagon because we would carry the alcohol when we took the kids trick or treating. Sorry,
but that's only once a year.
right, but you had to have Red
See,
wagon.
we
to
were
do
we
it?
didn't. My parents never liked the name brand stuff. So the flyer Red Wagon we didn't get. I think it was called like Ted's Red Wagon. So we didn't have a flyer. We had Ted's.
Did they have
or
that many
something.
generic stuff back then? I don't even remember.
If there was a generic one, my dad found it,
I'm
whatever
sure.
it was. So happy also happy everybody who fought. Happy Vietnam Veterans Day for everybody who fought in Vietnam, a useless war. But it was yesterday, actually. But I thought I'd say it again just in case some people didn't get a chance to listen to announce it to everybody that fought for our country and lost our lives. They
Lost their lives.
lost their lives,
Mhm.
and their loved ones are lost too when their
Oh.
loved ones are gone.
Hey, the person who passes away isn't the one hurting. It's the one that they leave behind.
If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is there still a number 2?
Oh, good one, Richard.
Now that is a question. We might have to find that out. If Jerry Jan or somebody's watching that, Google and find out why it's called the number 2. Maybe they ran out of number 1s.
Yeah, or right in the bottom of the stroller, you can
put the booze in
alcohol
there too. Concetta, how you doing, my dear friend Jeanette? Welcome
Hello,
to Ocean's
Jeanette.
Pet. Hope you guys are doing well,
Tony,
folks.
give me this one to say, but this one should be you.
Go ahead.
Because
This should be me.
I always mean what I say. I may not mean to say it out loud, but I always mean it.
False. Because
Yeah, you do always.
I do mean to
True.
say it out loud.
True. Excuse me?
I just figured it was
Excuse me.
Entertain-
Why do I get these stories?
because you're a woman and you deal with this shit.
Does anybody watch the Drew Barrymore show, first of all?
Entertainment Weekly
This
says
was
so.
in Entertainment Weekly yesterday, but on Entertainment Weekly, you watched Jane Fonda give Drew Barrymore a vibrator on air. Okay, Drew Barrymore needed Jane Fonda to give it to her. We're in big trouble.
And they did it on the air. Isn't that crazy?
And Jane Fonda, who's probably double her age, right?
Yeah. Well,
Jane Fonda's
Does
cool,
that
though. I
stop
like
at
her.
a certain age? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it keeps going. This is all you.
Oh, Helen, the Hallmark Channel show How to Fall in Love with Men. Lifetime show shows you how to kill them.
You see that? And this is what she watches. No, Kim, how you doing, honey? Kim Peterson LaFew.
No class, right? On the middle of the show.
Pina says hello, but Kathy Apollino says the number 1 pencil is softer
Then the
than the
number
number
2.
Whoa.
Is that why they, at the schools, they always used to tell you on your school supply list, it had to be a number 2 pencil?
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
because.
Yeah. Well, what happened to number 3? It's too hard? They just stopped after 2?
I've never even heard of a number 3.
Me either.
Lead.
Jill is watching from Indiana. Carol, Jane Fonda is a moron. Absolutely. But yeah, I love Drew Barrymore. She's my favorite.
I do love her too. She's
She's a little whacked in the
She
head.
is, and the thing about her is she always acts so innocent. But I love her movies, and I love her.
Yeah,
her
I
and
think-
Adam Sandler together.
Yeah, I think she's funny. I think she's real, and she's, it is what it. She's a little quirky, but I like her. Yeah, I always did. She's one of those child stars that, a lot of child stars when they get older they end up in. She went through her demons, but she turned around, made great movies, produced movies.
Yeah.
So she's good because the number 1 smudges more. Oh. Well, thank you, Kathy Apollino from Santa Barbara, California.
Drew Barrymore is the most show.
Yes.
I watched at the beginning, and it was too sweet.
And there she goes. And she was great in E.T. She was what, 3 years old?
Richard,
She was great in E.T.
what's that one? Where Adam Sandler and she loses her memory. They got to repeat everything over and over. What's the name of that movie?
Another date, another
Yeah,
second
like
date.
27 or
Something dates.
something
Anyway,
dates.
it was a good
I
movie.
liked that. I thought that
Hey,
was
Vince
cute.
Amore watching our
Hey,
good friend Vince. How you doing,
Vince,
buddy?
I got to get you a time. I forgot to look.
3 o'clock, Ocean's Rat Pack, April 30th. Opening the show is the great Jack D'Amico, and it's going to be Ocean's Rat Pack at the Des Plaines Theater. Get your tickets at oshows.com. Maybe an appearance by Vince Amore as Tony Bennett. Should be interesting. We'll see. There it is, 50 First Dates.
That's it.
Thank you,
I
Patty.
like that.
Thank you. Folks, we also know that I lost 2 good, dear friends of mine, Mr. Belzemi this past weekend and Mr. Bill Romanet from Stayouts. Now, his services are tomorrow at Mr. Bill's. Bill's Emmy Services, if you knew Bill, is a private memorial. But for Mr. Bill will be tomorrow at Salerno's in Roselle.
No, Saturday.
Saturday, April 1st. Saturday.
I know we laughed because
April
they did
1st.
that on. We said it's on April Fools. Mr. Bill would love that.
April Fool's, Saturday, memorial for Mr. Bill. Salerno's on Lake Street in Roselle. Visiting hours are 12 to 4. 12 to 4. Come on by if you give some respect. He's a great man. Trying to make an appearance. Trying, my friend. You have to. We can record it. It'll be good. All right. So that's for Mr. Bill. Thank you. Also, my friend Rich came from Stay Out too yesterday. It was nice seeing him.
Oh, yes.
And his lovely wife. Albert, if you're watching March 31st, 1962, the Beatles first started wearing suits. When the Beatles first started in the cavern, they were a little sleazy looking. They had the leathers and they weren't sophisticated. Well, Brian Epstein came in, their manager, sophisticated them, put them in suits.
Sophisticated them?
And everybody fell in love with them.
Is that a word?
Sophisticated. Yeah, that's a
They
word.
sophisticated them?
Sophisticated. Hey, nachos are just tacos that didn't get their life together. Like that one.
That's
Absolutely.
cute, dear.
Oh, you got one?
Well,
You're going through all these missing them.
I know, but
that's it.
okay. The most upsetting things, Mary wrote, the most upsetting thing, watching a man verbally abusive to his wife in public.
Okay.
First of all.
Now, wait a minute. Doesn't it should go the other way around, too?
No.
It's okay for the wife to do it to the man, but not my wife.
Yeah. Could you
well, you
excuse me
shouldn't
1
do it in
second,
public
please?
anyway. Go ahead, finish.
Please. No. Could you guys excuse me 1 second?
What happened? Oh. Anyway, while she figures that out, she's got a call coming in. Again, our prayers go out to the horrible shootings in Nashville, Tennessee, folks. 3 kids died, 3 kids killed, 3 adults killed. Kudos to the security and the police officers that stepped in to get the shooter, a 28-year-old transgender that came in who had mental disorder problems. Supposedly, they also had a second location that he was going to go and shoot people at, but he was stopped and shot down and killed. It's horrible. And what I'm trying to say is, folks, there was a second location. If this guy would have got away with it, he would have went to a second location in Nashville and killed and hurt more people. And what I just don't understand is why is there not National Guards in our schools to protect our kids in schools? They should have security guards, police officers, whatever it is, in schools to protect our children.
I'm so sorry.
And they're not. Because I'm saying if the politicians have if the politicians have police guards around them all the time, how come these can't be done to our children, our future, going into schools? We don't have a gun problem, ladies and gentlemen. We have a mental disorder, depression problem in this country. And that's what needs, thank you. We're talking about something serious here, but that's what it is. It is. What were you saying, honey, about your verbally?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
But Zoe wanted to make it appear.
All right, hi, Zoe. That's nice to see you, honey.
Come
Okay.
sit down, my girl.
We're in the middle of something.
Oh, that's so sorry. This is the beauty of live TV.
Yes. I don't see this on any live TV show. Except
What
ours.
live TV show do you
I'm just
see?
saying, I
that
watch
they
them.
do it from their home.
I don't see them. Okay, anyway, go
I'm
ahead.
so sorry.
That's
Okay,
all right.
again, about being verbally abusive men into a wife or a girlfriend in public.
Yeah.
Unacceptable either way.
Either way. Yeah. I mean, that's, unfortunately these days, you try to keep your arguments and stuff
Private.
Try to.
Then again, we don't want you going home and getting beat up either.
Yeah, or vice versa. But you know what I mean. It's got to be a little difficult. Dan Nozak, how you doing? Hey, speaking of my buddy Dan, real fast, we missed a couple sponsors, honey. We missed.
The show's only been on for 20 minutes.
But we haven't hit any of them. Let's do it. McCampbell, attorney at law. That's right. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client focused and results driven. For a good lawyer, call Roy McCampbell at 708-275-4264. Laura Solutions. Tell them.
Laura Solutions?
I don't know. You say it.
Laura Ocean
Oh,
Solutions.
how did I forget that?
I know. Here's me. Guys, again, if you're accepting credit cards and you're seeing all those fees you do not want to be paying, reach out to me. I would be happy to get you set up and get rid of those fees and protect your profits. Reach out to or look at my website, lauraoceansolutions.com, and we will definitely be able to save you money.
You'll never have to shop again.
Freaking
With Laura Ocean Solutions. Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years, called Deutsch, Elgin, 224-276-6550. Folks, you're watching us live on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Ocean's Pit Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page, and the Tony Ocean Show page.
You know, we did that
share.
Instagram that day, and we're both like really naive to Instagram, so we're going to figure out how this all works, and then maybe we can get it going there.
The problem is that my phone died out, or it would still been on the
but
phone
because
it
they
erased
hear us
everything.
Either.
We have to figure that out.
I know.
But we're going to try to get on
confusing
Instagram.
To me, I think it's for young people.
No, TikTok is the danger, and we'll talk about that later on. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. If you can, folks, share the show. Let everybody know what's going on. We really do appreciate it very, very much. Before you do me wrong, make sure you never need me again.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo
on
that one.
Because isn't that the case? As soon as somebody screws you, then all of a sudden they need something from you.
Absolutely, absolutely. 16, honey. While you get your story, honey, your next one, 16% of Americans are saying that President Joe Biden is doing a good job. 16%.
Ooh.
16%. I'm surprised it's that high. Honey, you answering emails or are you talking on the show?
Stop bothering me.
God.
She knows who she is. Anyways, okay, so.
Holy crap, I'm so lovable that the doctor gave me a special jacket so I can hug myself.
And Julie writes, I love it. Always have a teenager in the house. That way there's always someone who knows everything. Isn't that the truth?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I like that one very much. You know what's funny? There was a song called The Cover of the Rolling Stone. You remember that? By Dr. Hook in the 70s.
What are you saying again?
The cover of the Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Well, the band was Dr. Hook, and they finally really got their picture on the cover of the Rolling Stones. There you go. In 1975 was number 6 in the charts. Still love that group. Michelle, I will see you tonight, my dear.
Yes, she will. Yes, you will.
And speaking of buying local and shopping local, Armando's Supermarkets, Danny Mazzi, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And don't forget our good buddies, Michael, who's watching, and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. And what do you got, honey?
Oh, I just wanted to say hello to Laura Dinney. We love you too, and we're so glad you had a good time last night.
It was great seeing you and Pam and the family. Thank you so much, and hope Pam had a great birthday. It's Ocean's Pit, everybody. Eric Carmen's song, I Will Do It Tonight, I promise you. Now, you guys know every Tuesday I volunteer at Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. It's very, very important, folks, to give. They need volunteers. They need supplies, and they need funding.
Yes.
Please.
They're all donations. There's nobody being
non-for-profit.
paid. Yes.
Non-for-profit.
Exactly.
AlmostHomeFoundation.org. And speaking of animals, folks, on Wednesday, it's coming up Wednesday, April 12th, if I'm correct. We're going to be at the Tap House Grill. Speaking about my good buddy Danny Nozak, who's going to be there tonight. Danny Nozak runs with a company called Ruby Whiskers Animal Rescue. Mm-hmm. And Wednesday, April 12th, we're going to be at the Tap House Grill, 1243 State Street in Lamont, Illinois. Me, yours truly, Tony Toto, and the incomparable Regina Karma. We're going to be singing, and we're going to be doing a little show, and it'll be some great food from Tap House Grill. $10 cover. All goes to Ruby Whiskers Animal Foundation Rescue, folks. It's important. Come out. Because it'll be a silent auction. It's going to be a lot of fun, 7:30 to 9:30. And then we're leaving for Minnesota, and I just heard that Joey Spins and Danny Mazzy will be joining us in Minnesota. Road trip, boys. Woo!
Uh-oh, that means
What's up?
trouble.
That means trouble. What do you got, honey? What do you got?
Okay, so from Becca, understand your own heart before you handle another.
Woo!
Oof is right. I like it.
You got it. I want to say a quick hello to my good friend Loretta Remington, her band Bad Reputation, #1 Joan Jett tribute band.
Ooh,
They are
cool.
fantastic. And we're gonna have Loretta on the show
Very good.
probably the second week of April. I got to send her some dates, but we want to have her and the girls on the show. Got to check them out. Bad Reputation if you love Joan Jett. And who doesn't love Joan Jett?
That brings me back.
Absolutely. Tony Bisek, always be yourself. The original one is better than a copy.
Ooh.
Oh, Tony.
Like that
good.
too.
Very good, honey.
Everyone has the right to be stupid. It's just that some people abuse that privilege.
Absolutely. President Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, will never be the man that Michelle Obama was. Woo! Boy, that was a good one. And did you see him on the phone? I hate be politics. I don't want to be.
Okay, then don't.
Don't want, but I have to.
No, you don't. Not on Thursday.
He was on national television, and he was even your sister.
We
Natalie
don't know
put
if
it
that
on.
was true, so let's not.
We know exactly what was true because exactly what was said before saying his condolences of one of the major stories in the country and the world. He's talking about ice cream.
Is that true?
It's true.
Why isn't it on anywhere besides Facebook?
It's not. It's on everywhere. That's what I'm saying. We're in trouble.
Don't get me wrong. Not that I'm on the. I agree. It's just that we want factual information.
It is facts. He has no clue what he's saying. All right, your turn, honey.
All
what
right,
do you
it's
got?
my turn.
Yeah.
Ooh,
here we go.
Would you rather be? I want to know your guys' opinion because I know what mine would be. Would you rather be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
Well, if you're asking me, I know we're going to ask the people here, but if you're asking me, I try to be early. I don't try to be late.
You
I try to
do try.
Yeah, and most of the time I'm there. Whether I go on time, I get there early, but sometimes I don't start on time. That's my problem.
Early. Yes.
Pina says 20, Kathy 20. Everybody says early. Go ahead.
I agree. And the reason I'm saying this is because sometimes people are 10 minutes late and it might not affect things, but it's like it's showing disrespect for other people's time.
Yeah.
So, okay, Michelle watched it. It was terrible, absolutely terrible the way he started the condolence speech. All right, I wasn't sure if it was real because I didn't see it, and we have a family text at our house, and it was flying, and I wanted to go back and research it to make sure it was real, and of course I never had a chance to. But Punctual Patty, I like it. So if that is the case and that is true,
he's a moron, unfortunately. Terrible is right. Hey, honey. How about this? The best 10 bars. I didn't even realize it this many bars. Top 10 bars that are open after 4
Candy bars?
a.m.
Ice cream bars?
Bars.
Oh, bars.
Nightclubs, bars.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Folks, I didn't realize there was that many. Top 10 bars in the city of Chicago that are open after 4 a.m. Sorry, Laura, I know I'm late.
To you, darling.
Often, but those days are over. There you go.
I'm always late, and I try to be better too because I don't find disrespect, but I have heard others tell me it's disrespectful if I'm late.
If you're late, absolutely. Lisa, Stone Park. Now, Stone Park used to be. We all used to go to Stone to
Danny,
stay
tell
out.
me how you really feel.
Absolutely. So here is the 10 bars in the city of Chicago, and they're still open until 4 or later.
I don't think that should be anymore.
The Green Mill in the city of Chicago, still open to 4 o'clock.
Never heard of it.
Green Mill is the biggest jazz bar probably in the country.
And a jazz bar is open to that?
Yes, it is. Old Town Ale House, open 4 o'clock or later. The Barrel Home Flat, open. Estelle's open 4 o'clock. The East Room, 4 o'clock. The Grand Room, open. Alice Lounge, open at 4 o'clock. Wow, look at this. Kingston's Mines, open at 4 o'clock. Celeste's and Smart Bar are open till 4 o'clock. Or doing my show, Rich, call you back. So they're open 4 o'clock and on. You know nothing happens good after 4 o'clock.
Nothing
anymore.
good happens after midnight.
But this is.
I've
4
been telling
o'clock
my
in the
kids
morning.
this since they've been going out.
It's crazy. Al Capone used to frequent the Green Mill. That's right, Richard.
Oh, wow.
Think of the way we pretend
That you're going to catch a flight, and I'm sure people are on time for their flights. Very true, Kathy. Very
Absolutely.
true.
They're always good. Big dates coming up, folks. We're going to be April.
Hi, Jimmy Parker. Good to
Jimmy,
see you.
what's up, my buddy? Jimmy Parker from Nashville. Check out his new song, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. And he's going to be here in Chicago performing at the April St. Jude's benefit, April 23rd, with Nick Sahajas, Phyllis Sahajas, and everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jimmy Parker, check him out. Great country songs. Old country, just the way I like it. Check out Jimmy Parker's new song, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. And look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks at St. Jude's, Jimmy Parker. We're going to be at the new Capri, April 5th in Downers Grove, honey. 6 to 9. Asterio, Capri. Joey and Giovanna do it again. Downers Grove. It's going to be in the Hilton.
In the
Hilton?
No, Doubletree.
Doubletree Hotel.
In the Doubletree Hotel is their new restaurant.
And it's going to be 6 to 9. They're still in Willow Springs, but this is a brand new one. Now I'm going to do 6 to 9 so we can get to Nick Sahajas' retirement
Did you
party.
talk to him?
Yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm excited about
perfect.
that. April 8th, we're going back to Plainfield, Illinois, Champion Sports Bar, me and Rhino Ryan. And on the 13th, we'll be in Minnesota at the Hunt and Polo Club. Don't forget St. Jude's on the April 23rd. And Ocean's Rat Pack at the Des Plaines Theater. Get your tickets at oshows.com. What do you got, hon?
All right. Ooh, my glasses been flying.
Yes.
All right. I've had my name mispronounced so many times that I'm starting to question if I even say it right. My last name people used to call me Frank Fink.
Yeah.
Carrara's been so much easier. No, they say Carrara.
Carrara,
Yeah.
Marazio. But everybody
Yeah.
still thinks your name is Laura Frank.
Frank. I get Frank, Fink. Yeah.
Folk.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bet you that happens to a lot of people. How about birthdays, folks? Pam Dini, of course, birthday.
Yes,
Happy
Pam.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Julie Toto, again, happy birthday. Village Tavern, honey, celebrated 30 years yesterday.
Ooh.
Village Tavern on Wise Road. We were there last Thursday. What a great turnout that was.
Great
huh?
turnout and great chicken fingers.
Great chicken
And
fingers.
even
I could be
better
about
honey
30,
mustard.
40 people showed up. And they came, and Donnie Morrison said they gave away 162 pieces of free chicken fingers.
Wow.
162.
Well, that's because we had a huge turnout. It was great.
It was fantastic.
It was really nice.
And we're going to do it again. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect for all you wrestling fans.
April, try Gricus.
65.
I might have even said it wrong. Grices?
Oh, yeah, April. Our executive producer, April. No, we have
There
not
she-
seen April in a while. How you
April,
doing,
we
April?
haven't seen you in a while.
I've seen her last Friday before
I
I went
did.
to work. Yeah. We got to get her over to the house. We got to get some stuff done over here, April. So when you get some time, we got to get you over here. Anyway, yeah, that's got to be tough, the last name, too.
Try having Fuse. F-U-S-Z as maiden name.
No one can pronounce it.
All right, now again, is it Fuse?
Fuse, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody's probably got to go through that. Sometimes, like in Italian names, they're usually pronounced how they're spelled. But, Carrara. Carrara is the most expensive marble in Italy. Carrara makes the glasses and the Porsches. Two different, just the only spelling is I have an A, they have an E.
Yep.
That's the difference.
When we went to do our countertops, I seen Carrara.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, should I pick
And
that
that's
one?
her last name, and she can't even spell it.
I know.
All
I know
right.
how to spell it.
Pronounce it. Kurt Hennig from WWF, Mr. Perfect, would have been 65 years old. The great singer Pearl Bailey celebrates a birthday today. Albert, how many did you eat? There you go, Albert.
Good. I hope you got your money's worth.
Foosball pronounced. Foosball.
Oh, foos.
Okay.
That's how you pronounce. I see. I pronounced it wrong.
Popping by to say happy Thursday. Always
Hello,
remember,
Ron. Good to see you.
every day is a new beginning, so take a deep breath, smile, and make a great one.
Oh, love it.
Love it, Ronnie. Guess start making
Thank
some of
you,
those
Ron.
cards. Fantastic. Michael P.S. Hayes of the Thunderbirds, WWF, celebrates a birthday today. Merlin Parkins, Used to love him on Mutual of Omaha, Animal Kingdom on Sundays. Oh, it used to be one of my favorite TV shows. Mutual of Omaha, Eric Idle from Mighty Python. And he played Dirk McCanley, of
Remember
course.
the Monty Pythons when they used to be the little people?
Who?
Was that on Monty Pythons?
No.
When we were little?
No.
Monty Pythons, they had those little people.
Mighty Python was a British TV show.
I know, but wasn't there an episode or something where the people were really small?
I'm
What
not
am I
sure.
thinking of, people?
I don't know. Eric Idle turns 80 years old from Mighty
Peanut
Python.
Toto was Tutu.
Tutu. Oh, yeah. Toto,
Tito?
Tudo, Tito, yeah. Toilet.
Toto toilet.
Matt Dillon, actor, turns 59 years old. One of the greatest guitar players in the world, the great Eric Clapton, celebrates a birthday, folks. Jennifer Leza. Hi, Jenny.
Oh, yes, I seen it. I didn't get to write yet. Happy birthday, Jennifer.
One of my favorite actors of all time, the great Steve McQueen, celebrates a birthday this past. John Aston, who played Gomez on The Addams Family, celebrates a birthday. And let's not forget my good buddy Rick Sorcy of the Cave Dwellers. His lovely wife, Kathleen, celebrates a birthday. Kathleen, happy birthday. Ocean's Pit, what do you got, honey?
I've reached the age where my train of thought often leaves the station without me. Who can relate to that?
You guys thinking about old stuff. You remember Buster Brown shoes?
Gosh, yes.
Everybody, remember you had to have Buster Browns. Wow. The trick is not to let people know how really weird you are until it's too late for them to back out. Oh, love that. Oh, Richard Hamlin, the Fabulous Freebirds. That was it. Not the Thunderbirds, the Freebirds. Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Richard. Love it. Hey, honey, you know what? It's bad. You know, they say the economy's bad. Obviously, things are going crazy. But what's starting to worry me now, they say in this year in the United States alone, 15 Walmarts will close.
Walmarts?
How bad is that when Walmarts are closing? 15 of them will be closing this year in the United States of America.
Better not be ours.
15.
It's the closest major store.
Absolutely.
This
Go
is
ahead,
a
honey.
long one.
All right, then let me get one here. NBC, you should say it anyway because it's important. NBC, folks, get this. Now, if you're a car thief.
Oh, if
you are, or you stole a car, or you're intending to steal a car, don't. But for those idiots out there that get arrested, they try to break into a car. Now, you know, if you're studying the car that you're breaking into, he got caught because he didn't know how to drive a stick shift. What an idiot driver.
Yeah.
Rob the car.
But you don't know how to drive a stick shift.
Do your research.
Don't rob a
But
stick shift.
don't rob your car anyway. Jesus Christ.
All right, this is a long one.
It's not that long. Would have
It
been done already.
is.
Go ahead.
Narcissists are such hypocrites. They pretend to have morals, standards, feelings, and conscience, but they possess none of these. They will lie, insult, cheat, abuse, and disrespect you. But in return, they will expect fidelity, respect, and all your time and energy spent on them. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want, but you are to remain loyal and perfect at all times. This isn't healthy. It is toxic and definitely not love. Anybody?
Wow.
Could anybody relate to this?
It's got to hit some people. From your
My
past.
ex-husband's going to call because he's going to think
From
it's
your
him.
past. Let's not blame it on your husband now.
I'm not talking about you, and I'm not
Okay.
talking about my ex-husband before he calls me up and tells me, stop
Okay.
talking about me on your show. Oh, sorry.
Again, very important. I was mentioning it before about the shootings that's going on in our schools, honey. It's so horrible. They need more armed guards in the schools. You know how much money they send to Ukraine? Now, I understand we need to help other countries. We send so much there already. How about putting some of that money and putting security guards in our schools to protect our children? And just like I said, folks, if the politicians if Lori Lightfoot can have people in front of her house watching her or any other politicians, why can't we put these guards in our school to protect our future, protect our children?
That's a subject that we can go to meetings for, and I would be right behind you.
Absolutely. What do you got, honey? Anything good until you try to find that?
Well, because this damn thing. You want me to say this?
Yeah, it's funny. Tony Bisek said it.
I'm
Tony,
not repeating that word. I don't like it.
I
You
will
repeat
say
it.
it. Tony Bisek, great drummer in the
Very
Chicagoland.
funny. But
Great-
it's a joke for him to say.
Great drummer in the Chicagoland area, great guy. Everything is closing. So I'm about to open up a strip club, breakfast diner, daycare center. I'm calling it Tits, Grits, and Babysits. Oh, now that's funny. Come on, that's funny.
But I'm not
Tony,
saying
that's
that.
funny. That's funny. Tony Bisek. Hey, honey, United Airlines and Archer Innovation are coming up with a brand new air taxi. Hear about this? United Airlines. Hear about this, honey? United Airlines and Archer Aviation Company.
Archer Aviation.
They're making with United Airlines.
Okay.
They've been talking about this for a while, but there's going to be air taxis that will get you to the airport in less than 10 minutes. Going to happen by 2025.
That's only 2 short years.
2 years. Just be like the Jetsons.
I was just going to say, meet George Jetson.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun,
going to be
dun,
very
Jane, his wife.
Dun, 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 dun. His boy Elroy.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Oh, sorry.
Daughter Judy.
Dun,
No,
dun,
no,
dun,
no.
dun, dun, dun,
Anyway,
dun.
yeah. So yeah, but it's be kind of cool. 10 minutes. Think about the gas in that one. Look at this.
Nick Cannon has fathered 12
You forgot-
children.
was that
The
the
New
New
York Daily News suggests, okay, New York Daily News, 14 hours ago, Nick Cannon has fathered 12 children by 6 different women.
What the
Doesn't
hell?
give mothers any of his 12 kids a monthly allowance? So how does that work?
Why don't they just cut that off? There should be, look. Shouldn't there be like a limit? Now, let's be honest. I don't know how it was years ago because, you have
Is there a
five.
limit? Is there
There
a
should
limit of
be
what
a
comes out of
limit.
there?
You can't afford living on your own. How are you going to bring children into this world? I don't care. I'm not talking about children, but 5, 4, 6, 10, 9. Really? You can't put food in your table. You can't put gas in your car. Everybody's bitching because they got to go down the street because it's too far to go from Schaumburg to Hanover Park. How are you going to afford 4 or 5 kids? What do you think, honey? Now you got some
Well-
incredible children, but if you did it all over again,
Oh, God, absolutely.
okay. there
And
you go.
again, it was a struggle when they were young. So
And it
don't
was-
get me wrong.
But it was also different times.
It was. Oh, we're
Different
freezing.
times. Yeah.
Ronnie says we're freezing.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Ronnie, I'm kind of warm.
You're freezing up, on and off. Okay. It happening to you? Are we freezing anywhere else? We're going to see flying cars. Yeah, Lorette, I'm thinking soon. You must have more seamen than the aircraft carriers. Oh.
Oh, my God. It's a family
Unbelievable.
show.
Hey, how about this guy? A jogger saved in Lake Geneva. This is one of our topics, hon.
What?
There was a jogger that was jogging by Lake Geneva home. It was on fire. And they got in there and saved the family because this jogger was jogging at 4 o'clock in the morning. That was a little weird.
I was going to say,
But
first of all,
4 o'clock. Anyway, he saved the family, and their smoke detectors were out. Speaking of smoke detectors being out, what did we just find out?
So recently, when that fireman in Chicago's house burnt down, it hit me very bad. I'm sure as it did many of you.
Yeah.
So I had someone come out. We checked all our smoke detectors. Come to find out, 2 of the smoke detectors weren't even there that I didn't even realize. I mean, somebody must have,
Our house.
our own house.
Yeah.
The smoke detectors that were working, the batteries were dead because I'm like, I haven't even heard chirping. There was never been a carbon monoxide detector put into the laundry room, which I guess is code around here. That was never done. So thank God we had somebody out who looked over everything. And now we have all running, working smoke detectors in every room, every floor, overkill, and 2 carbon monoxide detectors. But I'm like, holy cow, that family. And again, our hearts go out to that horrific.
Also, this family in Lake Geneva, some guy jogging was bumped.
Right. But do you wonder how many lives, unfortunately, that family saved? Because God forbid, we would have never realized ours was. What are you doing, honey?
No, you're absolutely right.
Was that a dance?
No, I'm just, but it makes a lot of sense.
Michelle, I had one of my neighbors come down and he went through the whole thing. He's an electrician. He came down and looked over everything. And ended up getting all new smoke detectors.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys, Mom and Chief, if you haven't done that already, you might want to check that out.
Please Please do. Let that be a lesson to all of us, because obviously a fireman didn't have his own smoke detectors working properly.
That's dangerous.
And it happens.
You're right, Dawn. You forgot his dog.
Oh, his dog Elroy.
Yeah, we forgot that. All right. Hey, JF Kennedy. You always hear bad stories about the JF Kennedy, the Kennedy family. Did you know, honey, that he sent Jackie to a psychiatric ward for 1 week and got 3 electrical shocks to get her out of depression? This was back in the day.
I was going to say, I heard back in the day people do that, and I've never heard of that. Why they don't do that now?
No, who knows what they do now?
Okay, I got a fun fact.
Go ahead.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Alcohol increases the size of the send button by 89%.
Susan, she comes up with some good ones.
I like it.
Absolutely. This is something we don't have to go in details, honey, but they are trying to ban TikTok. What is your feeling of that?
You know what? I don't know a lot about it.
People are on this thing worse than Facebook, and they follow some of these people and do some of this shit. And some of the stuff that's happening, you have to go in, and some of these kids are following, like how to give yourself, hang yourself. And I mean, there's a lot of shit. They need to end TikTok, get rid of it completely. It is useless. It is useless.
So I've heard it's great for some companies. They've done advertisements on it and have sold their products or service, which is all fine and wonderful. But to be showing kids or to do something, oh my God.
And that's where it is. I mean, it is just to the point where that stuff's got to stop, honey. Hey, guys, newsflash, honey.
Ooh.
What happened? It's warm. Going to be 60 by the end of the week. Now we'll be warm. Break out the fishing. Ronnie, you're right, but you guys do remember the last 2 years in April we've had our biggest snowfall.
But we're not
in the month of April. But remember, even though it came down, it melted the next day because it's still warm, so it's not too bad.
Every 6 months, Richard, I know, and don't ask me because this is something that I have been so on top of forever. Don't ask me how this got all past me.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Very good. You're watching. Thank you, Richard, for that. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Little show about big things, folks. A couple more sponsors that we didn't get to. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Now that summer's coming, call Javier 727-366-7536. And let's not forget our good friends from Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. Carmela and Anthony in Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. You're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Honey, what do you got?
Speaking of TikTok being for old or young or whatever, too old for Snapchat, but too young for Life Alert.
That's a good one. You guys keep sending some good stuff, folks. Hey, newsflash. Ladies and gentlemen out there, for all of you guys, ladies and gentlemen out there, hold on. For all of you guys, if I'm not saying all of you, but whoever's riding in their car alone, wearing a mask still, Bronco just came out with a new outdoor seat belt that you guys can purchase for only $19.99. But wait, if you call now, we'll throw in 2 outdoor seat belts for all you morons out there wearing masks in the car by yourself.
Tell us how you really feel, dear.
Bronco's got the outdoor seat belt. Why don't you buy that too? That's funny. Bronco's outdoor seat belt. You can wear it when you're outside. You're not even in the car. All right. I thought that was funny.
That's funny.
Yes,
I'm laughing inside where it counts.
Yes, I know.
Right here.
Where it counts.
I'm laughing right here.
Where it counts.
All right. This is from Fox News, and this is quite interesting.
Yes.
This is how much money you need to make to live comfortably in the Chicagoland area. So we were reading through this, and it goes through a lot of different cities and states. But in the Chicagoland area, they are taking into consideration the Elgin Naperville area. And they are saying in order to live comfortably, you need to bring home $65,500 after taxes to live comfortably in this area. They use the 50-30-20 rule, which requires 50% of after-tax income to go to needs, 30% to go to wants, and 20% for savings and debt payments, which I found this very interesting because the most expensive place, of course, is San Francisco.
I thought that was San Diego. Yeah, that number 2.
San Francisco is the highest place to live, and that you would need $84,026 after taxes
After taxes.
to live comfortably there.
San
And
Diego?
the least expensive place was St. Louis, Missouri, needing $57,446
After taxes.
after taxes.
Wow.
Quite interesting to live comfortably. Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, 65,000, same as here.
Phoenix, 65,000.
So, but ours is the Naperville, Elgin, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin region.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all pretty much this whole Midwest area.
Midwest area, yeah.
Chandler, Mesa, and Phoenix, Arizona, 65. Same thing there.
Yeah. Loretta says she read that too. Loretta says,
Interesting.
there was a bobcat spotted in Palatine last week.
Wait, there was a
Bobcat. Now,
I thought you meant the Bobcat from the John Deere Corporation.
No, I'm talking about what's funny. We talk about this with the animals. You're seeing coyotes. You're seeing coyotes maybe in your backyard. You're worried about your dogs and stuff like that. Folks, unfortunately, we are doing this to these animals. We are taking all the way their habitat, and we're building malls, and we're building stupid buildings, and we're building, and destroying their habitats. That's why the coyotes are walking around. They don't know where to go. There's a bobcat, deer. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Because we taking away their habitats. I feel horrible when I see animals like that. You see these coyotes real thin and skinny because they can't even eat. There's no place to shelter. It's scary.
Well, why can't they have a place where they can go? Catch them and put them somewhere.
Honey, 2 states. This stupid. This what I'm crazy about. There's daylight saving times. Do you think we should do that? 2 states, I guess 19 states already got rid of it. The daylight saving time. Should we even do that? I mean, what's the point?
I don't really know. It's something I look forward to it when it means it's going to get. See, I like it to get light earlier, but I like it to stay light later. So what's that mean? Could I have both?
I don't mind if it's dark, but I mean.
No, I like it to stay light later, and I like it to be light early because I like to get up early, and I don't want it to still be dark at 7 o'clock in the morning.
My cousin Ducky has a chain of Doc Cock Robin restaurants in San Francisco. My uncle Salerno started him out with a Dog Suds in Aurora.
Oh, very cool.
Very good to know. Happy 50-year anniversary birthday to Young and the Restless. If you guys watched that soap opera, 50 years.
I've never watched that one.
I've never watched it either, but 50 years to be on television that long and still going is fantastic. Hey, you know what it is today, honey? It's Chicago Cubs opener.
Yes, it is.
For all you Cub fans to watch them out there. If you're Cub fans, tomorrow is the Chicago White Sox. Today, folks, the Cubs will play the Milwaukee Brewers in Wrigley Field. It is the 148th season for the Chicago Cubs. Now, Donnie is in Florida right now. Donnie and Morrison, we made a bet. Who will have the better record at the end of the year? $100 bet that the Yankees will have a better record than the Chicago Cubs. Yes, they will, like they have done in the last couple years. But opening day for all the people out there, cold, windy, rainy. Hope you're going to have a good time.
It's not cold and it's not windy and it's not rainy.
I'm sure it is outside in Wrigley Field.
No, it's not.
60 years for General Hospital.
Oh, no, that one I did watch.
Have
All
a
my
great
children,
day,
General
you guys.
Hospital, and One Life to Live were my ones back in the
Okay.
day.
And the White Sox play the Astros tonight in Houston.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
There you go. So opening day for Chicago Cubs.
Ooh.
Today is National Doctors Day. So give it up and kudos for all the doctors out there.
Absolutely.
Hey, honey, what do you got? Anything good?
Well, all the controversy and people finding things offensive. Jennifer Aniston wrote an article in People saying that there's a whole generation of people who find Friends offensive.
I never watched the show. Is
I
it offensive?
have.
Is it offensive?
It's funny. If
Cool.
people, I don't understand.
Could it be offensive?
I don't know what part they're referring to. Comedy has evolved. Movies have evolved. Now it's a little tricky because you have to be very careful, which makes really hard for comedians, actresses, and actors these days.
The problem is you're a comedian. You're a comic. Your job is to make topics, good or bad, funny or whatever. That's what makes comedians. What's the point of going up there and telling knock-knock jokes? Right? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, look, if you're offended watching Friends, watch my favorite television show of all time.
Oh, yeah. Larry David.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, or All in the Family, one of the greatest shows ever on television. Long live Archie Bunker. You gotta love that. I mean, that would never make it in this world, but it's still on every rerun and on every channel. You can see All in the Family. Right, honey?
You can. I was just trying to look through this a little bit to see what exactly, and I don't understand.
You're watching Ocean's Pit. You know what tomorrow is? Friday, folks. I want you guys to pay attention to this. This is good. We have guests on, and this is a good one. How many people remember Evel Knievel? He was the very first superhero. When I was a kid, Evel Knievel jumping over buildings and cars, and he broke almost every bone in his body. I don't know how many times. And then his son, Robbie Knievel, was doing the exact same thing. Tomorrow, folks, on Ocean's Pit at 12 o'clock, we're going to have Kristen Knievel, which is the daughter of Robbie Knievel. And the granddaughter of Evel Knievel. She's also a singer in the Chicagoland area. Kristen Knievel. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about stories about her dad, Robbie Knievel, and her grandfather, the great Evel Knievel. The very first superhero will be our guest tomorrow on Ocean's Pit. And for, Evel Knievel, man, I used to ever wind him up.
Hey, Greg, good to see you. That sounds like a great show tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to love my good buddy Greg from Taverna on Division and the Joint Pizza Place right next door. 2 stops for the shop. Right, it's very cool. 2 stops.
2-stop shop.
2-stop shop. And pretty soon they'll be opening up the greatest patio, #1 patio in the suburbs of Chicago. That is Taverna on Division. Check it out. So, folks, tomorrow, remember, Kristen Knievel will be my guest, the daughter of Robbie Knievel, and the late, Robbie passed away to her father just recently, but the granddaughter of Evel Knievel.
The granddaughter.
And the Not the
great-granddaughter.
No, the granddaughter.
The granddaughter
and
of
the
Evel
stories
Knievel.
we're going to find out. He was the first superhero.
Oh, God, I remember him totally.
Everybody loved Batman, and I did, but they weren't real. Evel Knievel was real when he jumped over Caesar's Palace. Oh, my God. And the Grand Canyon. The do-gooders and offended because there's no black or brown character in sitcom Friends.
Oh, is that why?
Oh, well, there you go, Rick. There's something we just learned.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, okay, all right. But I don't know if that's offensive. Maybe
to the again, it's very difficult.
Well, that's why I used to love
these fine lines.
I used to also love Sanford and Son because you had you had the African American family, you had the Japanese family or Chinese family next door. Achu was his neighbor. You had Julio, the Mexican neighbor, and then you had
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. Then you had the Jewish guy who owned the other junkyard. So there was a bunch of people, just like All in the Family. He's got the Jeffersons were the neighbors and made it. So I understand why Friends is pretty clean cut, like everything was. But it was different times back then. Right, honey?
That's right.
Hey, folks, it's time. Our hour is almost up. So it's time to thank another one of our sponsors. Last but not least, of course, our good buddies from Patriot Funding Incorporated. Commercial money lending at its finest when timing is everything. Reach out to my buddy Dave Antonelli at Patriot Funding Incorporated. A lot of multiple choices stuff here, folks. Commercial loan programming, ground up construction. They've got so much. Call them up, 630-675-4730 for all your money lending needs. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. All right, folks, before we say good day, honey, don't forget, tonight, folks, we're going to be at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park, 7:30 with Jerry Jams Renda. Tomorrow, we'll be at Norton's in Highland Park, 8:30 with the return of Rhino Ryan and special guest joining us, Mike Restivo from Mojo's Jukebox. And then Sunday, folks, is my good friend Jeff Dubray. Will be at Caliendo's in Winfield. Brand new place. I've never been there before, so we're excited. It's a busy week. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609, folks. Also, folks, June 4th, we'll be opening for the Grassroots here in the 5-year friendship celebration here in Elk Grove, our hometown. With the Grassroots. It'll be great. We're excited about that. May 24th, Oceans Rat Pack will be at the Carnival, the Alley Speakeasy in the city.
And if you haven't been, you got to come out and see that one.
Check it out. It's going to be good, folks. And of course, a lot of Oceans Rat Pack dates. Check the website there on that and the Facebook page. A lot of fun. And then if you're in the summer, August 20th, we're going to be at Forget About It Vineyard and Winery in Galena, Illinois. Rat Pack and Tony Bennett. It's Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, Elliot Winbush as Sammy, yours truly as Dean, and Vince Amore as Tony Bennett. $65 get you the dinner on the deck. $20 get you seats on the lawn. It's going to be fun. Galena, Illinois. What a great, trip there, folks. Going to be
summertime,
fun.
so come on out and enjoy.
And folks, can we take a moment of silence? A moment of silence. Moment of silence for all my friends, Facebook friends that I lost because of the stuff I posted and because of the stuff I said. A moment of silence.
I was going to say, and that's probably true.
Absolutely. But it's from the heart, guys. If you don't speak from the heart, forget it.
Forget about it.
It comes from the heart. Folks, time for our last sponsor, last but not least, Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Folks, they got some great deals that you want to jump into. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends from Ace, they've got the great small engine repair, handyman service, truck rental, screen and window repair. They do it all. And now it's spring right in the air, folks. Tell them you want to grill your ace off. Grill your ace off. You tell them that, and you're going to get $20 off any grill purchase at the 4 locations: Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, or Warrenville. You got to love Ace Hardware. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And honey, before we go, why don't you talk a little brief thing real quick about what you're doing with your weight loss? People have been everybody's been asking about it.
Guys, I started a program several months back. I end up losing 35 pounds. I feel fabulous, but I'm not done. So I am on my second phase to lose the next 35 pounds. I want my summer to be more fulfilling this year. I do not want to be covering myself up again.
And still wearing black clothes. Get rid of it. Listen, folks.
I know. That's the thing.
Here's the thing that we get people that calling and bitching. Then you need to change it, man. You need to do it. And remember, this is not a weight program where you're going to lose your weight and that's it. This is going to change your lifestyle of eating. It's almost like $11 a day, $12 a day.
Not even. Right now, it's not even to the end of the month. There is a special, but that's not even the point. If you're doing something that you feel comfortable with, do it. And if you need something that you want to do, reach out to me. There is a special till the end of the month, but I'm telling you what, I have not felt better in a very long time. I need to ditch the wrap, right?
Ditch the wrap, and just keep drinking because that helps too. Yesterday was Happy Cocktail Day. Actually, it's every day is Happy Cocktail Day. Anyway, folks, remember a couple things. Buy local, shop local. Thank you for supporting live entertainment and live establishments. And give it up for my dear wife, Laura Ocean. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And remember the great words of Sir Ringo Starr, Richard Starkey, peace and love. We need peace more now than we ever have, man. Life is dangerous out there now. Mm-hmm. Grab somebody. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. Tell anybody you love them. Send out a text, a phone call. How you doing? That little message like that really goes a long way. Thank you guys so much. I want you guys to have a great week. We'll be back again tomorrow with Christian Knievel, the daughter of Robbie Knievel and the granddaughter of Evel Knievel on Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Nick Sahajas, the piano man. Take us out. Nick.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. See you next time.
See you tonight at Donnie G's, Elmwood Park, 7:30.